Hello and welcome to the last part of the first tutorial stream Chaoswulff and I did some time ago. This was recorded, well, a few weeks ago now, and we're still in the process of planning and preparing for the next one. But basically beta 2.3 came in between and just messed with the schedule. But we'll see. We'll definitely be planning to do another one soon. This last part will be about fuel scooping, and not just the act of fuel scooping, so flying around a star or orbiting a star, something like that to scoop fuel, but also about which stars you could do that and why would you want to scoop some fuel. And at the end, well, Chaoswulff is going to blow me up, so that's always nice. I hope you'll enjoy this part, and we'll see you soon. I think I'm just going to go out for a minute and just fly around and make sure that I lose some of my fuel, because I do need to get the to scoop some fuel at some point, and I do need to make sure that some of my tank was empty around then. So I'm just going to go out and fly around a little. If there's any questions, by the way, feel free to ask now. Then the moment Chaoswulff is back, we might be able to answer them. And also, we've talked about the second episode, which we're going to do at some point. If you have topics you would like to see us address in the second episode, it's going to be an episode that is that continues onwards from this one. So we're not going to talk about how to use an Anaconda for exploring and traveling to Beagle Point, which is the other side of the galaxy. That's just a step too far. But if there's something that you think should be done in the next episode, just let us know. I'll make notes, and we can Chaoswulff and I will discuss it and well, announce it in a video in a few weeks when we're going to do the next one, and we'll announce the different subjects as well. So just let us know. You know what, if I just jump to one system, just that one, then I'll have used some of my fuel, and I can, if I come back, and scoop some fuel around the star here. Ah, there it is. I was already fuel scooping. That wasn't what I meant. Here, let's go back to Jonai. It's probably around there. Yes. There it is. Jumping back to Jonai. Well, there's basically two different ways to scoop some fuel around a star. As you can see, I accidentally started scooping fuel around this star the moment I jumped into the system. You could either fly straight at the sun and make sure you power down your engines, or at least make sure that you're not traveling forward anymore, because you never actually power down your engines.
Well, I'm back again. Apologies for that.
No problem at all. You need to take care of you and yours.
That we do.
Well, it just jumped out and in. Make sure that that I actually have some room in my tank to scoop some fuel. And I was just talking to, was trying to get some response on what we should cover in the second episode. But I think we've got one here: module power priorities.
Yeah, that's one of the things we can definitely cover. We can also cover fire groups as well. Especially, we'll come up with a few other things to go and look at, and potentially plotting routes as well. I think that might be a good one to cover.
Yeah. I'm just writing them down as well. Yep, fire groups. And we might want to do the next group of ships. Just briefly.
Definitely looking at the next group of ship after this one. But you do, I'm not sure if you've realised, but you're flying away from the star.
Yeah, I know. I'm writing. I'm writing things down. You know, I'm pretty good at multitasking from a man's point of view, but there's some things that you just cannot do at the same time. I can't use the right stick with my right hand while writing with my right hand as well. That's just physically impossible.
You can't, you genetic peasant, you.
Oh, Havy says mission requirements. What's expected of you and which equipment to bring? So that's basically mission.
Good thing to cover, yes.
Not mission basics, but mission. Well, second step, probably.
Yes, that's definitely the next part, next thing we need to cover for missions. Basically, if it's a delivery mission, what cargo do we need? What cargo ratings do we need?
Yeah.
Or if it's an assassination mission, what particular kit are we going to need? And so on. So I think that's going to be a great thing to cover. And we'll try and find a system with a good selection of missions as well.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that and make sure we start there with the next episode.
Yeah, we'll definitely have a discussion as well between the two of us after we have gone offline and had a bit of a time to think about it and what else to cover.
Yep.
Because I need to start making a whole swath of new tutorials as well, because it's been a while since I've done so. I was originally quite famous for my tutorials and my ship reviews, but now it's more my ship reviews than anything else.
Yeah, and don't forget the ship kit reviews.
That as well.
Yep. Anyway, I'm looking at a star at the moment, not going backwards or forwards. So yeah, I'm going forwards at 30 kilometers a second. That's not a lot. It's going to take years to get closer to the sun, even at this distance.
I'd say not a lot. In the relation to our Earth-based transport right now, that's a hell of a lot. It's, in the scope of the galaxy, that's a snail's pace. So
there's basically two ways to scoop fuel, either stationary or moving. And it's basically, it depends on what you do and how experienced you are, which one you prefer. I prefer just moving around the sun. Because most of the time I jump into a system, scoop fuel, and at the same time turn my ship in the right direction for the next jump. Then just maybe power down my engines a little, so I slow down when I'm pointing at the right direction to continue my trip towards. And then when the tanks are full, I'll just power up again and jump out of the system.
Personally, I'm a bit of an advocate of the sitting still method, because exploring a lot, you can actually use the sitting still method where you fly directly towards the star and actually scan the star whilst fuel scooping.
Yeah, then you could do it like this.
Both of these methods have their benefits and both of them have their cons, really. The sitting still one means that you're going to take more time to get in and out of each system. The moving method means that you can fuel scoop and get to your exit orientation much faster, so it's a much faster way of getting from system to system.
Well, you can see that my fuel tank is filling up at the moment, here in the middle, and you can also see that my heat is slowly rising.
Yeah, because another thing that you've got to take into consideration when you are fuel scooping is your heat. But as we can see here, you've got two bars. You've got the red one at the top, which is your heat, and the fuel at the bottom, which shows you how fast you are currently scooping fuel.
You have to look at your heat, but you don't have to be afraid of actually jumping into the sun, because the security system will always get you out in time. As you can see, I just demonstrated for you. That's nice of me, right? Try to crash into the sun for you.
Yeah, the green line is actually what's known as the exclusion zone. What that means is it's around any stellar body, any star, any planet, everything. The green line is the zone at which you can no longer stay in supercruise, so you can no longer fly at faster than light. If you cannot land on that planet, you will. If you can't go into orbital cruise, you'll just drop straight out into real space, like around the star, because you're never going to be able to land on a star, even at night.
Yep. Well, my FSD is cooled down again. That's the thing. If you're pulled out of Super Cruise, your FSD takes longer. So FSD is frameshift drive, of course. It takes longer to cool down because it's just hotter, it's warmer, than when you actually chose to exit Super Cruise yourself.
And one thing you'll notice here with him jumping out is that his heat was rising really fast, and now he's over 100% heat. Yep. Being over 100% heat, so if you mess up around the star, that will start damaging your internal modules.
Which it just did.
Yeah, getting over 200% heat will start damaging your hull. But I think if you look over, most of your internals will be around about 99%.
Yeah, I'm looking at them now. Here, there's cargo hedge is 93, life support is 94, but the rest is around 97, 95.
Because when we started this, those were all at 100.
Yep. So you should you should really look into that and make sure that you don't accidentally damage your ship too much that way.
Well, we basically covered the basics of actually fuel scooping, but what we might want to cover now is the AGB foam, fog kabam, or Obia fine gill kiss me. What do you think? Or should we leave that for another episode?
We could do that now because it's really helpful, and we could do it.
We might want to do that.
We could come back to it later as well. I'm just going to
cover it briefly now. We'll cover it again next time.
Yeah, I'll just.
That's really important.
Fly to Pribby in a very slow pace. Oh, Archangel says thank you to you too. That's a tongue breaker here. For the cool Twitch. Yeah.
I can make you feel even more inferior if I wanted there.
No. I don't need that. Thanks. For the cool Twitch show, thanks for making it. See you later, all. And Heavy says, "Hug the star." Yes, I like warm, fuzzy hugs.
Yeah, because I can't resist this right now, but I actually practice this quite extensively. So now I can go. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Yeah.
Yeah, I practiced that one quite.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah, if you say it fast enough, it sounds quite atrocious.
Yeah, but I learned that when you don't know what to say, that's when you say that, right? I didn't know what to say anymore, so. Anyway, here we are, back in the galaxy map again, and as you can see, you can just look at realistic, then there's no filters at all. You just look at where all the different stars are located. If you look at the map, the planning tool here, you can see that there's filters here. You can select different types of filters. None, well, then you basically get the same view as realistic. But the one you would like to look at if you want to plan your trip, or if you want to know where you can scoop your fuel, if you didn't know that you were actually going, that you couldn't scoop at all the different types of stars there are, and you just find out when you know there's enough fuel in your tank left for just one last jump, and you need to find that single star at which you can scoop. Go to star class and make sure you select these. So type O, B, A, F, G, and K and M. So basically O, B, a fine girl kiss me, or KGB, foam.
KGB, foam, or fog kabam. There's a bunch of acronyms for this. But the
fog kabam? I didn't know that one yet.
No, that's the one that Ash actually uses quite a lot. I personally prefer the "Oh be a fine girl, kiss me" because it's actually phonetically correct as well, alphabetically correct.
So if you select all these and make sure you deselect the other ones, then only the stars that are one of these classes actually show up in the map. So now you can see that, you know, if you're looking at, let's say this is not the star that we could fuel at, you can see that all the stars that are around us here are all the different sizes and or classes that we could actually jump to and scoop fuel. So that's a good thing. If you then take this box as well, apply filter to route, it will actually make sure that your route is, if you're going from A to B and you need to make several jumps, it'll make sure that it takes these stars. But it's only if they're available, of course. But because I've made some trips at which I did say apply filter to route, and there were still some stars that I couldn't scoop.
Yeah, it's generally because it tries to get as straight a line as possible to your target, and sometimes it's just not possible to jump to those to scoopable stars along that route. But it will make it so that you won't have too many back-to-back, so you always should be able to get to your target without needing to cool the fuel rats.
Yep, we'll cover the fuel rats later as well.
Yeah, we will. We'll see if we can get one of their reps to come on board as well.
Yeah, maybe just to explain to the people what the fuel rats are, and maybe share a few anecdotes as well.
Yeah, certainly.
Anyway, I'm going to go back out, fly into Pribby again, and I think that would be about it. We were going to say we're going to cover 6 different things. Well, we've covered them extensively.
Especially the weapons.
yeah. But that was because there was loads of questions about the weapons as well. So
yeah, the weapons are a very hot topic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm currently sitting outside Privy waiting for you to get back in one of my favourite ships in the game.
Okay, am I going to be blown out of the sky or?
No, I don't plan to blow you up. I could, but I don't plan to.
Okay. Well, that would be nice if you don't blow me up. I mean.
Plus, it's a little bit more difficult to hit those smaller ships with plasma accelerators, so...
Dappermatic of Dappermatic. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I still had my session follower goal on 5 new followers. Well, we've broken that. It's 11 now, so that's good.
Yeah, well, you've outdone yourself by 100% even.
Yeah,
120.
120%.
Yeah, it is.
But you need to end the stream, right? With a bang. Yeah. they're just saying here that you should actually destroy me. Well, I do have some nice weapons on this one. Let's see, what was it? I don't have them locked in the fire group yet.
Let's actually have a little bit of a one-on-one duel, a little bit outside of Privy. What do you think? A little bit outside the fire zone.
Yeah. Then you should probably turn around because, yeah.
Yeah, I'm also going to be turning off report crimes against me. Actually, doesn't matter because we're in a wing.
Oh, and another follower. No, that was that was Haffy. Yep. Thanks for the follow. Fire zone is the no fire zone is 10 kilometers.
It should be. I think you'll be outside of it by now.
Yeah, I'm at 13 now, so I should probably still first set up my my fire group. Oh, yeah. Bummer. You know what? I have a seeker miss.
I didn't mean to hit you there. You kind of stopped a little abruptly in front of me.
I have a seeker missile mounted here, but it's without ammo, so that's not really that's not really helpful.
I just realised I swapped out my plasma accelerators for multi-cannons, so it's actually going to be much easier to kill you now.
All power to systems.
I don't think it's going to help.
No, I don't think so either. Here, but let's look at that. That's a Python with the Squadron paint pack. Is that correct?
It is. It's Squadron Red. It's also got the Python ship kit and the Wolfpack decals on there.
Yeah, it's the number 4 bumper, the number 1 spoiler, the number 2.
You can see exactly which ones I set this up in my my ship kit review, because I don't remember which ones I've got on there.
No, I've got the Python as well with the same ship kit. Your video actually made me buy them.
Oh right.
Believe it or not.
I'm probably going to be accused of selling out again.
Yep. Well, I
Yeah,
couldn't.
this is my
I couldn't
favourite
actually.
ship in the game. Well, it's one of my favourite ships in the game. It is the one of the best multi-role ships in the game. And we're going to be covering this, potentially not next video. We may do next time.
You know what?
Potentially after that.
I did say that. Let's see.
You know, I'll give you a couple of free shots. Go on.
Yeah. But I'm not even going to get a shot because
You're 10% over your power usage.
not even 10%.
You need
It's
to turn off your fuel scoop because that's 3% of your power right
yeah.
there.
Well, it's yeah. That's down now. You know what? I should probably just start firing really quickly before all my drives are offline because I don't have thrust capability. Here, let's retract my hard points and at least make sure that I can get one shot and then here. That was a plasma accelerator. Hey, is that prismatic shields that you're
It is
using?
prismatic shields,
Yeah.
yes.
That's yeah, different color. Nice. Thermal overload, yes, because everything is down. Well,
Are you prepared?
I don't think I am. I don't even think I'll ever be.
Turn. Alright, well, ready or not.
Here you go. All power to shields. Chaff, chaff, chaff. I don't have chaff. Uh-oh. Here I go. Well, goodbye. That was that.
That was that.
Destroy the wolf. Yeah, I tried, but in a come on, Cobra against a against a python.
Against a fully engineered python.
Yeah. That's just not fair as well. Let's do this the other way around for the next episode, okay?
Yeah, I'm happy to be the sacrificial lamb next time around. I'll let you sit in the vulture, and I'll take a sidewinder. How's that sound?
You'll probably still beat me on skill. Anyway,
yeah, but skill will only go so far.
I think we should call it a night because it's getting late. It's 1:30 here. Oh, sorry, 12:30, 12:30 midnight.
It's the same here.
So Overdose says, thank you for doing this stream, guys. Well, you're most welcome. I enjoyed it. I think you enjoyed it. I'm not sure. Did you?
I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
It was quite fun. I just like being a satirical ass sometimes.
Yeah. Well, that's your role here. Otherwise, I would take up that role as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, new friend request from Commander Hockey Dude. From people watching the stream, if you're actually wanting to befriend me in game as well, that's really welcome. My username in the game is The-Preacher with a dash in between.
You might want to put that into chat.
Yeah, I'm just doing that.
Because this isn't actually his account at the moment. This was donated for this particular stream.
Yeah, because my account is a little far away as well, and I didn't really have the time to come back here and prepare with that account. So this account was kindly donated by Ademus, and we would probably have to, well, I would probably have to think about how to repay the owner for this kind gesture. You're most welcome for the stream, Mouse. It's been fun, and we're definitely going to be back later at a later point, and we'll announce that on our YouTube channels. So thanks for watching all, and have a good night. And now Chaoswulff,
Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Until next time, keep flying and stay shiny.